Testing 1 2. All right, let's see what we got here. So right now I see one that is PPCB. Let's go over there and check that one out. Save. All right, so this is it. So I'm looking at my signals right now, and the one that's been popping up multiple times today is PPCB. It says it's on the 14th. It says it announced a Australia, August 14th. Biopharmaceutical company developing a novel cancer treatment for patients suffering from recurring metastatic cancer. Today announced the pricing of an underwritten public offering of 1 million shares of its common stock at a price of $4 per share. The offering is expected to yield approximately $4 million in gross proceeds before offer expenses and underwriting discounts in connection with offering. So this news has been out, this little offer news. So I'm wondering, and it's supposed to be closing and exchange registration form effective on August 13th. When is this supposed to be closing? Okay, the company's shares of common stock were previously quoted on OTC markets and ceased to be quoted at the close of business on August 14th. Okay. Let's go look at the daily chart for this, which is all over the place a little bit. So here's the daily chart. This is as much as we got. It goes back to 227. Had a high up here of 11 there. Could be a daily level, potential daily level. Okay, potential daily level. But yeah, the chart definitely doesn't show a whole lot. So, you know, I'm thinking it could reach up there and see that potential daily level there. It's about to hit the top of the hour. And I'm wondering, can it pop back up here to 11? Can it pop back up there to 11? About to get the open here. Holding these levels even with offering news. So it's got 11 million shares traded on it. And 11 is the only daily level that I see. So we're going to see if we can get a rise back over 850. About to open up here in a second. So we got $8, hit a whole dollar level there. See if we can hold 8. I took a little bit there at 8. Got 12 shares there at 8. 20 shares, 21 shares around that $8 whole dollar level. It's holding up here. I want to see if it can pop up. $25 shares in there. Got a possible level up here at 1104, but I'm not sure about it. We'll see. On 25 shares in right now. See what it can do. And then we got a bottom down here of 782. Looking for eights. Okay, so there was a little pop, but wasn't able to get through there. BTAI popping up as well, but it's a lower. Yeah, it's way lower. Okay, not gonna mess with that one just yet. BTAI is up there though. Let's look at BTAI. BTAI and then PPCB. PPCB up 176%. Looking for that $8 to hold. We can start crossing back that $8, then I will look to add a little bit to this one. But only 25 shares in there now. ATR of $2.85, and we have not seen any kind of pop up. Okay. So a little pop over to 806, still at that whole dollar level. Gonna add a little bit in here. $30 shares at 806. BTAI, also see this one moving. BTAI, that R ball is kind of low though on that one. See which one wins out. PPC, whatever, has 4 million shares. This one has 5 million shares, but that R ball has got to kick up. It's got 14 million shares on it. Let's look at the daily chart at BTAI. BTAI here. Daily chart. BTAI closed at 548, open at 710. So up here around this level. Let's go up here and look at this. We got 729, 809. So we got possible daily level. Oh, I got some already out here. So let me duplicate these down here. Duplicate. Okay, bam. Okay, so we got an area in here. We'll see how that goes. All right. So BTAI coming down a little bit. We got daily levels up there that it's already kind of touched. 733 out to 809. Let's look up here and see if this one's holding up eights. It's just continuing to pitter paddle around these eights. It's looking for a little bit more action towards the upside. Like I said, I only got 30 shares, so nothing crazy. For me to lose my max position of 72 bucks, it would need to slip down to $5.65. So it basically have to go back down to this ATR high here for me to lose 70 something bucks. But I'm just watching it hold at 8. BTAI back under 26%. 25% and dropping. And I'm waiting for this $8 move to occur here on PPCB. Good morning, good morning. You're watching BTAI. I'm watching BTAI and PPCB. PPCB is up 180 something percent, and it's now moving for me. All right. So the target is up here. This is the only daily level that I saw was at 1104. So I'm going to let this one play for me a little bit. And I'm already in at 806, 30 shares. BTAI still popping around. Let me check out that other one. You got ADAP. What you said? ADAP. That one's way too cheap. Okay. Let me keep my eye over here on PPCB though, because I am in this trade. Looking forward to try to get up here and test this 1104 if possible. So right now, the bottom of this is 782. I want to see this $8 kind of just hold here. Maybe we can get a quick pop and get out. We got the $9 up here, 10, 11, but the only obvious level that I saw on daily was the $11. See if we can push on out of there to 1150s. I see some. Yep, there's 1150. Look at there. So got in. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that I at least lock in 10 cents. So 806 up to 816 will be 10 cents. But it's the way it's pushing, and I can't put stops in right now during pre-market. So just kind of gotta let it ride. Okay, pushing on up there. Let's see if we can take some at 9. That'll be a dollar move just about. 872s. There's 20 bucks. All right. Just gonna pop off a little bit over 9 if possible. See a little bit more trading coming in there. See if we can get up there to $9. $78's getting hit right there. See if we can get a big blast of volume through here. Looking like it wants to get into the 80s. Sellers trying to come in on it. Still holding these levels. But I'll definitely have to go ahead and jump out down here since it's moving away from this so much at the 782. That's about a 20-cent risk. I have to get out there if it can't end up holding this 850. This is a $half level, so it moved from whole dollar to $half, $8 up to 850. Don't really want to see it give up its gains here. Let's jump back over to BTIA, still struggling around that 20%. So yeah, I want to see PPCB come up on the volume though. BTIA is beating it out in volume. 6 million shares traded, and yeah, relative volume still low on BTAI. Looks like we're continuing to hold this 850 though. I want to see a break over this level of the 879s. Need to see a break over this level. 864. There, 864. Can we break that level? 864. Can we get irrational? Up to the 75s would be great. 65, there's a small breakout. So 850, I want to see it start to hold here. Still up 200%. There's 865s, 870. Can we continue to pop up here? New candle opening. $875. Top side up here was 880s. Can we start breaking that? Okay, looking a little weak there. All right. Really don't want to see it breaking too much further than too much testing on the 850 right now. BTAI again, failure point. So let's see if people start to focus in over here on PPCB for a little pop out. About to close this 1 minute candle right here. Opening up right at that 850. Want to see that hold up. Previous level that it was trading was down here 815 ish. Let's see if it gets bought up here. Can you get bought off of that 825, that $0.25 level? 820s. Let's see if it pops back over 825. Pop back up, baby. What you got? Can you hold up here? $825s. Can we get some buying around that level? Still not keeping up with BTAI. BTAI is looking like it's about to do a breakout. It is lower float. Continues to come up here to that daily level of the 733, and now it actually tapped it. Looks like it's getting through it now. So BTAI definitely taking the move to the next level. BTAI had a announcement of pre-SNDA dealing with bipolar disorders and schizophrenia. So, you know, definitely getting on up there. Want to see if this daily level holds it down, though. Looks like it wants to continue push. Mm, 733. And the top side of this, so these are the daily levels that I saw on this one. 733 up to 809 was the most obvious levels for this morning. So just, and we can see what happened last time. It did get up there, but it ended up selling off. So just keeping our eyes open. PPCB looks like it does not want to. I guess if it were to retry this 862, that would be nice, but right now not sure. Slightly broke down and would need to be getting back over 820s to even be interesting. Let that one play. BTAI turning around a little bit. So forming just a little bit higher low here after crashing out the previous one that I thought would hold. It's at 814. I'm gonna see if it could just continue to try to test above this 865 and eventually break out. It is a little bit higher float than the low floats, but again, if it can get that action, we're here for it. Right now, BTI has 8 million shares, and this one only has 4 million. But again, it's making these little bitty tries up, and what I'm gonna end up doing is if it starts to trade above this level, like back up to 850, I'm gonna go ahead and set a hard stop. But right now, still holding around $8, so I'm not like super scared. I want to see it start breaking back over the 820s and start holding those levels. Try it once. Let's get that push back over 825, big boy. You got 2 levels down here now created. I want to see you become a grinder above this level. 825's up there slowly. Can we get those 830s back up? Opening up a little bit higher, so we got some type of trend here that we really don't want to see break. It's tested this trend twice on the 1 minute. Let's go look at the 5. So this is what we're looking at right here at this bottom 832. I'm in at 806, looking for it to take out these 860s, 869-ish level. BTAI 5-minute double top. Let's look at the 15-minute. 15 minutes, big move up here, but definitely slowing down. Let's see if PPCB can do any better out of here. Come on, buddy. Just need you to continue to make back over 830s. New candle opening there. A little bit of volume coming in there. It's going to need to pop this high of 830. Previous high of this 1-minute candle was 827. It's just kind of sitting there. Back over to BTAI, sitting on top of this 733 now, up 34%. %, bouncing off of this 733. Another little top and tail wick there. 8 million shares traded on it. All right, PPCB back down to this level. Was not able to exactly hold up there. Was thinking 8 will hold, but it is definitely looking tragic. Opening up mid-level there, has a little gap. It's going to need to fill this gap, 819 to 816. Wonder will it pop up and fill that gap. We'll see. Back over to BTAI. Pull back to the 733 level. Once again. Still looking for this 8 to hold. 782 was the bottom. Getting a little bit of buying there. Bottom of this was 793. New candle should be opening here at some point. Okay. Tried to go lower. Can it flip back over the 808s and continue to grind higher? 810. So we got a bottom, a new bottom here. It's a little lower than the previous one. Whoops, wrong way. Remove extension, cancel this extension. Right, okay. So let's see if it can start to recapture this 830 level. It's up to 821 right now. Still holding the same amount. See what buyers want to do over here if the volume wants to come this way. Going up there, testing that top trend. I don't like that weakness there. Right at that gap. So it actually filled that gap. And what I'm thinking is if it is weak here and it's already filled the gap and it wants to come back this way, it's going to need to hold this gap. this 816, whatever, needs to hold that gap. Start getting back over 825s. There's 824 right there. BTAI came down under the 733s, and again, more wicks. Okay, so yeah, this is not what we want to see. Can 8 hold is the question. If it cannot, it's over with. Opening right on that trend there. Bottom side is 783, and it's already filled that gap and it's coming down. And it get back over 8s. Another little test down here. All right, so back over the $8 I could be adding here. We'll see what it wants to do back up to 8. I want to see how this candle closes. There's 8. Can it get a break over this level of 8? $7.99s. $7.99. Nope. All right. So what's the bottom of this? Bottom is $7.85. 1 minute. $15 seconds left on this candle. Not seeing really anything close to 8. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit on that little, come back up to 8. All right, so we're at the 806. Just adding little bits and pieces because I'm not sure about this one. It did break a lower level here, so 785 I gotta be out. I really do. A lot of volume coming in there. With a gap here, it did gap, so it's gonna have to fill that gap back to 8. But I'm not adding heavy to this at all. I wanted to see some sporadic movement upward. Thought that saw that there was a daily level up here at 11, and I was like, well, wonder can it touch, 9? Did not get 9, and we're still floating around 8. So, it is what it is. Still needs to fill this gap though. But below 785, I'm gonna just jump out. Coming down to that gap, didn't quite feel it. Okay, fill that gap. So over this level, what is this, 811? Can we get some buyers popping in here, or are we gonna just get stopped out at 785? BTAI giving up the ghost as well. Can we pull back over this level of the 8s? Is the question now. Is this some type of new formation here? Okay, so I'm ready to stop out if it forces me out here. Want to see some green back up here over the 8s. $7.90. So at this point, it's got to get back over 7.95. 7.95. Are we gonna get a pop-up? Oh, we're not. It looks like it's creating a new low. Yep. Got out of there. $8. It is what it is. Yep. And that happened. All right. For BTAI, still trading around here. 9 million shares on the board. Still low relative volume. PPCB was not able to hold that. Made a lower level there. Came up, filled this gap, and just got going down. So, a little $8 stinger there. But that's, it is what it is. I was like, either it's gonna go or it's not. All right. And then BTAI looking a little heavy. So let's look around at what we got. We haven't looked around any. So over here on the spike list, we're still seeing BTAI and PPCB. Let's go over here to our news feed, see what kind of news has come out. We got Wolf back up there, but it's not up there a lot. No big gapper. NVO, Nova Nordisk. Let's go to our calendar and see if we have any IPOs today. IPOs, let's see. So IPO could be for today is the 18th. Okay, so no IPOs. That's crazy, man. I was thinking it was gonna go ahead and give us a little move. Gave us a little bit up there, but just not enough. I was looking for it to make the target. It could not. So let's look back at this. Let's look back at this daily chart for PPCB where I was looking for it to go. This top side up here is around the $11. This is literally all that it has. So right here at around $11 is where I was looking for it to go. It did have this gap down here. It was at the 287, popped all the way up here to through the 598, and then went all the way to 13 this morning. So that's why I was looking for it to return to, but it just couldn't. So it is what it is. It looks like it's stair stepping down now. BTAI though, this one's looking a little bit better. Looking a little bit better. The problem is the relative volume, the interest on this one is still a little bit low. So not sure about if that one wants to actually play ball or not, or if it's just making lower highs here. But for right now, it is the leader on today with range and volume. So I know we called out ADAP, but that's 9 cents. So the range may not be there, but the volume definitely is. The volume is 211 million shares on that. That's crazy, man. PPCB down and just continues to just pump down. It did have an offering on it, but it was holding up earlier. And so I was like, I'm just going to see if this is an irrational stock, an irrational move upwards off of that news. I don't want to risk a whole lot because, it's an offering on it. So, you know, I think I did okay cutting that loss where I did, only $8 loss, and I still got room to play. All right, BTAI. You just need some more interest, man. You look like you're gonna crash out if nobody gets interested. Point of control right now, BTAI is 720. That is coming back and testing now. We'll see how that test looks. I mean, this isn't really an engulfing candle, but it was trading within the previous candle and got moving down. So we'll see where it goes from here. Looking for any other ones. If y'all see any others moving, we can definitely look at those. BTAI slipping on down. Relative volume still low on that one, man. Relative volume isn't even two deviations from the norm. So definitely a weaker push. Look at PPCB relative volume. Relative volume 517. That's insane. But, you know, if there was an irrational move, I was looking for a short squeeze because there's probably definitely short. Tatiana called out SNGX. SNGX. Oops. All right, SNGX. Look at this one. Okay. What's going on over here? Oh, man, this one this first pop was up there at 6:30. So it just popped. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, why didn't I see this one? Okay. It does have a little bit of news over here. So SNGX, it says press releases, SNGX. Why is it showing it's down? Wait a minute, let me refresh this. This doesn't look down. It says it's looking down a little bit. Let me refresh this. I knew something was odd. Okay, there we go. SNGX. Got a million shares, almost a million shares traded. Relative volume is a little bit low. But why is it showing that it's in the negatives? Am I stupid? This is a positive move. SNGX. Maybe I'm tripping. It's up 41%. Yeah. Okay, maybe there's another pop somewhere that I'm missing. Let me go to take this volume off. Yeah, I don't know why it's showing up like that. Anyway, SNGX, we got FDA grants Sologenics orphan drug designation for the treatment of Bassett's disease, reviewing recent phase 2 clinical study results. Princeton Sologenics, or the company, late stage biopharmaceutical company focused on developing and commercializing products to treat rare diseases. Okay, affects fewer than 2,000. Okay, so I don't know. That's not Bassett's disease. I don't know how to base it. I don't know how to say that. It's an area of unmet medical need with up to 18,000 people in the U.S. and 50,000 in Europe, 350 in Turkey, and as many as 1 million people worldwide affected by this incurable disease. Given clinically meaningful improvements in phase 2 proof of concept. All right. So we're going to have to see about this one. Are people going to get drugged over here next? We're watching though. It's moving on up the charts. But I don't know why it's showing that the R-vol is so low on it. Yep, you died on us, man. You died on us, PPCB. I'm gonna go ahead and clean you off. You was up 151%, but you were losing to volume now. BTAI coming back down to 7 whole dollar level, and it's only up under 30% now. So yeah, SNGX is definitely looking better than it. So the ATR on SNGX yesterday was 46 cents. Today it is 55 cents on ATR. So it went up 10 cents basically. Let's look at the daily chart on SNGX. SNGX closed here at 278 on Friday. Got over this top of 296. Got over all of this up to here. Was this 420? So this is definitely an obvious level up here. Something happened here. Oh, you know what? Let me name that. Possible daily level. Possible. All right. So there was one. Let's duplicate you. There's definitely one up here. That's a 541. Quite a bit of range in there. Its ATR is what, 55 cents, and it's jumping upward right now to that 418 we just marked out. And let's see how it handles itself up here. $418. Still working on getting that R ball up. Does have more, so it's about to be in, taking PPCB off the chart here. PPCB stuck at around 5.5 million, but this one is running up on it with volume. So we'll see what happens there. ADAP continues to press downward. That was a cheaper one. Let me clean that one off. Okay, BTAI. Making a little turn at this $7 level. Still up just a little bit, but definitely faced a little bit of resistance, or is under a little bit of resistance here from the pre-market at 718. And it's only 2 deviations away from its normal trading volume. PPCB continued to drop. That's crazy. Dropping on down, man. Going back to from whence it came without us, of course. SNG is about to be number 2 on the day here behind BTAI. They're doing some trading around this $4 level here. Or is kind of getting beat up here. It's about to take. All right, yep, just jumped over PPCB in volume. So now we got BTAI and SNGX. SNGX came up here, hit this 418. It's not able to really strongly push through it. Right now it's sitting on that $4 level. And what is this, 325s back here? Okay, so that $4 level, that whole dollar level, getting some trading in there. What's the bottom of this? 383. Let's go look at the 5-minute real quick. So had a little turning point right up here at the 410s. 15. 15 hasn't closed yet. So getting on away from that $4 whole dollar, and that could become resistance if it doesn't just swing right back through it. It's gonna have to swing fast and hard to get through that. The bottom of this is 382. Fast and hard. Let's see if it breaks this on down. 380. Yeah, okay. Okay. That's new lows right there on the 1 minute. It's trying something. I don't know what it's trying, but it's trying something. That 418 is getting further and further away, though. Point of control was up here at the 407. Let's see if there's any slammage up there. Point of control just moved down. That's not a good sign. 397 moved down. It's gonna definitely have to push to get it up off of it. More and more volume coming down under $4. So right now we're right at that $4 whole dollar level. SNGX playing at the 4. Wonder can it get some continuation through this? Hard stop would have to be under 390 here. Up to 418. Is it really worth it? 10 cents up there? I don't know, man. Because that's a super obvious level there at 418. About to close this candle in 5 seconds. I mean, it's just so close to this resistance, or this, I don't even know if it's resistance. It's just a super obvious level there. So trying again. It's gonna need to pop this high. What is this high? 4 cents away from that top. Makes my stomach hurt. How it's playing around right under this level. All right, so let's see if it trades below, back under $4. It's gonna be definitely a sign of weakness there doing that. Okay. PPCB just continued to die off. Yep. Okay. Again, holding around this 4. So what's the probability of it dumping all the way down here to 375 without going up any? Hmm. Top side of this is 409. Picking up a little bit of heat there. This is 402 at the top of this. Okay. Will it break a new low? Low side is 392. Partial break there. Back over would be 397 going back up to 4. Can I get a feel though? Gee whiz. Can't even get a feel, bro. Ah. Oh well. I got in a little bit, but I wanted to get in more. It just went up there. All right. So let's see how it holds up here, what a pullback looks like from this right here, and actually might end up breaking through this. My average price is $3.99. So I'm thinking back below that it's going to be over with. Yep. I cannot get a feel, bro. Oh my gosh. I can't get a feel. I'm buying on the ask and all of that stuff, but it's just not working. So at this point, back under 4, I'm gonna have to get on down, I guess, because yeah, looking like it wants to be party time. I'm in small, but tried to enter down there around the 4. I got one at 3.99, and then everything else got jumped over. It's all good though. Back under 3. I would say back under this level 408, I'm gonna have to get on down. It's almost 10 million shares traded. I want to see how this candle closes in 15 seconds. See how it holds this 418 to move up. Holding up quite a bit. See if we can give me any more pullback. Just a little pullback, please. More. All right. Oh my gosh, I can't get filled. Okay, fill me a little bit. All right, so my average is 410 now. So 410, I'm gonna have to be shipping on. Okay, I feel the other one. So 414. Let's see what it does above 414. 414 is under this level. We got all of this back to coming back down, testing that. All right. See how this candle closes. Right at that 425 $250 level. Like that. Add in there a little bit. Okay, got 26 in. Looking for the break. Trying to get another. Okay, got another one. Give me a dip. All right, so I got 30 shares in there. I am buying the top, so I'm not really trying to just dump in there. But 397 is that point of control. We'll see if it can come back up and hold that. Still up 52%. So 397. And we get any ads over that. Popping back down there. Want to see 425s hold up. Okay. Looking good holding these levels. Can I see some green? Green back over 425s. Come on, feel me. Okay, got my fills, 40 in there. So this bottom is my new out, 419. I'm in at an average price of 40 shares at 421. I'm definitely going to be ready to get out of here at 418. If it comes back down there, I'm just going to dump out. Want to see it break this level here. Lot of volume coming in here, but if it can't push, oh well. 419 is my hard stop. Got to get out. Got to get out. It can't do anything here. Couple seconds left on this candle. Yep, you come back through there. I'm getting out, my boy. For real. Not kidding. Okay, so now definitely 418 is my hard stop. We can't get any motion out of here. It's over. Want to see 440s, 450s. Got to see a break though. Okay, small little peek through, very small break. That's not good. I don't like that. I want to see a strong break over the 445, 450s. Okay, very small breakout there. All right, so that's a little bit of confidence going away. This 424 bottom of this candle is looking better and better. 425 level to be out if it's going to be weak like this. Yep, 425. Let's see what you want to do there. Can you get bought up or are you going to crash out? Can we see 35s? Okay, so new bottom here looking like 428. We'll see if they keep it away from that. Okay, for back into the 30s, but not holding strong. 15 seconds left. We got a new bottom here and 429. 429, 10 seconds left on this candle. Where are those 40s at? Okay, so yeah, that's weakness right there. All right, 425, I got to be out. Got a whole minute here. It's going to have to pop back through this high of the 435s or I'm out. Out. Is what it is. It doesn't want to act right. Coming back down here to this 418 level. Let's see if it crashes it out or if it wants to hold. And it's crashing it out. All right, let's see how it holds back over this 422 if we can get back over this level. Giving it a second to bundle around. Holding up that 418 with the mighty test there. I want to see this candle close. It's got what, 30 seconds left on it. Okay, coming back up there. Point of control is down here at the 390s. Okay, stop. So it's actually opened under this level of 418. Do not like that. Point of control did move up just a bit, but it's right here on resistance. I don't like none of that. Right now, ATR has grown to 57 cents from where it was. Okay, so are you trying to break back over 422s? Is that what we want to do here? We did make a new low, though, on the 1 minute. 422 would be that spot. I might give it a try. Back over. But it's right here on resistance. That's the only thing that's really keeping me out of it, that resistance right there. And it's acting weird around resistance too. It didn't just breaking over disrespectfully. It's just kind of sitting there. So, you know, the lack of disrespect is scary. Yeah. Okay, going back down there and tapping that 407 right at that point of control, and actually showing a lot of respect to this 418 level we saw. You said GRYP not moving, but earnings is coming up. Got you. Okay, so GRYP. All right, so yeah. I mean, maybe if it got disrespectful and broke out of this 420, maybe it'll be interesting. I could use this 407 as another stop out, but definitely not giving me a whole lot of heat here. There, can he? Okay. Got a little tap there. Let's see a little tap ski. Can we get going? I'm going to use the bottom side of this as an out, 409. A little disrespectful. I like it. Can we get that continuation push? So I'm back in 40. Out is going to be 408 here. Holding this 418 level, looking for it to get disrespectful above that, but definitely got my out tight. Can you hold that out? Okay. You don't want to hold it? That's cool. Ready to get out. Ready to get out when you are. Need to see 420s. 5 cents away and not looking on the ladder, just not looking like it's gonna hold here. Get me out of there. What? Like bouncing then didn't get me out. It didn't feel me there. Okay. Well, I guess I'm still in because it jumped my whatchamacallit. Let's see if it gets back over 415 here. Oh, I don't like that close. That open. That's below. I'm getting out. Get me out, dude. Oh my gosh, get me out. Gee whiz. Get me out of there. No, I do not want that. Mm-mm. No, I'm good. That's yeah. That's some weakness under that resistance. I don't like the way that it keeps playing like that. I'm good. I'd rather just take a smaller loss because it's getting it's if it's gonna go, if it's good, it'll just go. But this is unpredictable. I don't know which way it wants to go. So it just needs to break down the 407s now. All right, so back down to the $4 flat just about, and the ranges are getting a little bit tighter. A little bit tighter. BTAI, where'd you end up going? Hit that $7. Hit this twice at 704s. Still up 28%, but still a 20% struggler just about. SNG ended up dumping down there through the fours down here. So yeah, that resistance just had me on my pins and needles for real, because it's so close to that 418. It just showed respect, and I was like, okay, well, maybe you're going to get disrespectful, and it just could not. All right, so BTAI, what you got over here? BTAI doing SNG. Yeah, I'm not sure. I took a couple trades just to see if they can go, but since they've been choppy like this and they really haven't been super aggressive, I think I'm just gonna pull back a little bit. The losses that I did take are what, $12 overall, so you know, like it is what it is, right? I was giving it a chance to get really aggressive, but it didn't want to get aggressive. I don't want to get aggressive. I want to be, passive and get paid for just being in the move, but I could oversize into there and have 500 shares and then be getting cooked right now off of this disrespect from the 420. So that's a 20-cent loss from that 418. That's why I was easing into that position, and this thing just continues to kind of. Now here's my risk down here. So to lose 72 bucks, it would have had to drop all the way down here. There's no way I was gonna hold this thing from where I was all the way down here. No way in the world. Here's my risk. BTAI. All right, so at this point, let's jump back over to the news a little bit. Shareholder alert, MBO announces a fraud class action lawsuit. BMR is also up here. Bitmine Immersion is the #1 ETH treasury in the world. Now second largest crypto treasury globally and the 10th most liquid. TerraWolf was putting out some. They're doing a private offering. BAC, Bank of America, or is it, no, this is not Bank of America. This is BOFA. What is Bank of America? Bank of America. Okay. It just confused me when I saw that BAC. I was like, what? All right. Info, blah, blah, blah. All right, it is what it is. BTAI is moving up now. A little bit higher floats. It moved from 7 up to 718. Still has that goal that I don't even know if is reachable right now. It's got 15 million shares trade on it, only up 31%. So it could easily transition back to under 20 and not super aggressive either. So both of these kind of slowing down. Definitely more range on BTAI though. BTAI has had an ATR yesterday of $1, and today it has an ATR of $1.13. So it went up 13 cents. But it is what it is. We gave it a try. I'm sure that there'll be something else today, maybe. But it is Monday. We're trying to play this early morning news. Some of these had news, some of these didn't. And also focus a little bit on these low floats. But yeah, kind of disappointing turnarounds here. As SNG just kind of closes down its range. BTAI closes down. Let's go ahead and look at some of these other things. So the overall market, oops, I did not mean to hit that. The overall market, we got a nice little descending pattern here from 2400s and just coming on down. One of the reasons that I had jumped into, what was it, PPCB is because of its beta. It had a super negative beta of 10. I was like, I wonder, is this going to follow the market down? But it did not. It actually ended up just going down with the market. Gold, let's look at that. Well, actually, I didn't mean to do that. That's not what I meant to do. It is what it is. Gold, the SPY. So gold is back up some from the 3300s up here, about 30 bucks. Just about. Oil, green on the day as well. Had a gap down and came back up, but still, this is some motion downward for sure. Jump back over here to front page news here. Powell's dilemma heading into his final Jackson Hole speech. Should the Fed stand pat on Should the Fed stand pat on interest rates to cool inflation or cut them to support jobs? Okay, what's some other things? China's 11 trillion stock market is a headache for both Xi and Trump. Oil steady as Zelensky allies brace for Trump meeting. That's 49 minutes ago. U.S. warns India cozying up to Russia amid trade tensions. Why July's inflation data has economists on edge. China ramps up rare earth exports after fright for global buyers. AI overtakes Apple as Foxconn's core business. Okay, so that may not be the best news for Apple. Let's see. Fewer Home Depot, Lowe's earnings. Let's go look at the earnings. That's what we didn't look at. Calendar. Who's getting their earnings today? So we got RDIB. Let's see. Don't really know. Let's look. Do we see any super big names in here? United States Steel. Not really. No big names that I notice. I mean, you may see some, but I'm just not noticing any. Let's go CQ. Unlink. SNGX. Back up here at $4 once again. Is it gonna try again, man? Is it gonna be able to hold this for again? I might give it a try. What? I tried to give it a try. Small try. But it's holding around this 4 again, man. Can it spring off the 4? up 44% with 21 million shares traded on it. Let's try it again, man. Got a bottom down here of 386. I want to see if 4 can hold. Can we get back over that 418 surprisingly and disrespectfully? So I'm in at 405. Be out around this 375-ish level. Whole dollar level, man, and it's sitting above it. Point of control is here at 397. Bouncing around right at that 4. Okay, let's see, pop back over 4. Over 398 there. Let's see it. Giving you a nice, sweet chance here with 21 million shares traded, and you telling me you don't want to go up any? Yeah, I'm just gonna get my stop ready to go with the way it's pausing. $385s. Definitely gave it multiple tries here. Coming back up, can you get over 397 to $4? Another tap there. Can we crack 398s? Added just a little bit. Looking at this bottom here, 391 as an out. Want to see it get disrespectful. Get back up there to that 418 level. So tapping 4 right now. So 390 is my out. Okay, opened up. Can it throw me some green back over 4? Entry price was 404. Right at the $4, man. A slam right here is not going to be pretty, but I am ready to get out. Do just a little wick up there. Needs to really break over this 407. Okay, so got a little bit of a buzz there. Can we get over 408s? Only got 45 shares. The bottom of this point of control is 396. So if it can't hold up, I'm going to go ahead and be ready to get out at this 390. 415. So there's the 418. That's the resistance that it's been respecting. Can we get some disrespect across that resistance? Need some disrespect up here. Not enough. All right. I'm sitting. I'm waiting. 390. Ready. Need to see 420s. Okay. Could not see it, huh? Another level of failure. 1, 2, 3 times of failure. Really thought you had something better than that, man. But you're a failure. Holding up the fours. Can we get buyers up to 410? About to close this candle up. Let's see where it closes. Okay. Point of control moved up to 403, but I'm going to continue to look at that 4. I'm probably like 495 is where I'm looking. Or 395, my bad. 395 is where I'm looking. We can't continue. Can we start getting a pull over this level over 414? I just don't want to see a huge rejection. I want to see the first green candle to make the break through this. How big and how disrespectful is it going to be? And use the bottom of that green candle to be trying to get out. But it's going to have to pop these highs here at 414. And if it can't, oh well. Yep, all right. $395s. About to close this candle up again. Can it close it up with a little bit of indecision? That would be cool. All right, so another one. The bottom of this is right at that 403 level. It's going to need to start trading above 410s to do anything here for me. $408s, can we get it? Little pop down. We need a pop back over 408. Nope. Another failure. All right, can we get a pop up now? This high is at 406. Can we get that pop up? It's right on the $4. Sitting at 394 for an out. 390, 390s. I say 390s. There's a little bit of a pop. Can this go green though? That 398 there. Can it show me some green and start breaking over the highs of this previous candle is the question. Okay, there's a little bit of green, but still not disrespectful enough. Can we get 410s up there? A little bit of size. So at this point, I'm going to be looking at using this 398 as an out. If it can't hold that, I mean, it's getting these buyers in here. If they can't hold that, I got to be out. I've heard something hit the scan. What just hit the scan? VTEX. VTEX. What is VTEX? VTEX. Oh, that's cheap. No. Oh, that's not cheap. What am I doing? Oh, about to get stopped out here. I see another one popping up called VTAX. If I see 95, I'm out. All right, out of there. All right, so VTAC just popped up. VTAK. VTAK has an SEC filing from last a couple days ago actually. What is this thing? VTAC so catheter precision. Oh, catheters, okay. Catheter Precision Inc. comments on recent market activity. Did it have something weird happen or something? That was on June 12th. So it looks like they've had some weird trading volume in the past. Let's go look at the daily chart for this VTAC. Yeah, okay. That looks like they did some kind of, I mean, just out there in the wild blue, huh? Out there at 261 on Friday, pulled back, and now is up here to 480 something with 10 million shares traded. What is the float on this one? Float is looking like 1.21 million on VTAC, up 87%. Closed with the ATR of 22 cents yesterday. ATR is 61 cents today. It's on the cheaper side. Of course, all of these have been on the cheaper side, and nothing has been really holding up. So since it's had this pattern of not holding up, why be holding? So I'm very quick to cut that thing, cut it off, cut it off. TAI, SNGX. Anyway, um, let's go look at where this company is actually from. VTAC Catheter Precision Inc. I just every time I see catheter news or something like that, sometimes they are surprising and they actually do something, but it's just so it just doesn't make sense when they do it. You know what I mean? Like it's like catheters, okay. Then all of a sudden, up, it's actually moving a little bit, you know. All right, so this one's out. Catheter Precision Inc. designs, manufactures, and sells medical technologies for the field of cardiac electrophysiology in the United States. The company's lead product is View into ventricular onset system, a non-invasive imaging system that offers 3D cardiac mapping to help with localizing the sites of origin of idiopathic ventricular arrhythmia. Oh my gosh, I can't say this word. Arrhythmias in patients with structurally normal hearts prior to EP procedures. It also offers Lockit, a suture retention device that temporarily secures sutures and aid clinicians in locating and removing sutures. The company is based in Fort Mill, South Carolina. South Carolina there. But yeah, that one popped up. I don't know about that one, but we shall see. But yeah, SNGX just was not able to break over that 4. Maybe it will later on today or something. It's got plenty of volume, but with it being Monday and with weaker news, more people having a chance to actually read into it, that excitement kind of vanished. So glad I'm not holding through this because I got in at 404. would have been down about, going down towards like 20, 10, 15 cents there. And now it's starting to snap down. So definitely glad I cut that. But gave it a chance. Gave it a chance to explode. And we did not see anything with real explosiveness this morning. Or continuation would be rather the better word. Okay. So if you guys are seeing anything else, I am looking around. I got a couple minutes left before I get ready for this morning meeting. And yeah, we pretty much came and we saw the things popping up here. Kind of looked briefly at their news. Weaker news on this morning for sure. But let me pop over to this news as well. Okay. So we got SBET back up here. What is this talking about? SBET, it did a SEC filing, still sitting with the same news from like 20, 30 minutes ago. So no new news has popped up. Now the news that I look for on here is anything over small cap. So anything mid or large cap will show up here. And then my scanner is looking through the small caps, looking for small caps to pop out. And then of course we watch the signals as well. So it is what it is. Let's go ahead and do this by volume. What is DH? Oh, that's a cheap one. DHAI up 56%, 37 cents looks like. RVYL 39%. These are sucking up all the volume. Let's actually look at these that are sucking up the volume from what we got going on. So DHAI, RV, and those are the main two that are doing it. Oh, I spelled it wrong. RVLY. YL. Okay, there we go. So this one has 51 million shares traded. Don't know why, but people were on it. And then this one, DHAI, has 66 million shares traded, which is insane. That's where the volume's going. Why though? Why, people? Why? Let us live. But anyway. Let's look at the news on this one. RVYL says that it announced the retirement of chairman and co-founder Ben Aris, repositions business to focus on another crypto treasury management. And then DH has a SEC filing, Form NT 10Q, so nothing, no press releases from the company, but RYVYL is just another crypto file. Let's go look at, speaking of crypto, let's go look at over here and see what crypto is doing. So Bitcoin is back to 115. A lot of things are red, but that's okay. Just more buying opportunities. I'm just waiting for things to kind of sink down. Give me some more buying opportunities. I usually either I'm going to invest every month or I'm going to put something aside to invest. So if I don't invest it, it just sits there. And so, whenever I'm looking at these and I see new coins or whatever pop out, I have something to throw on them real quick. Because a lot of these coins, especially when they're cheap and they first open up, but they got a pretty good idea as a project, you don't have to throw like $1,000, $2,000 in them because you don't know what they're gonna do. You just start small, especially if they're like a couple cents. Put $10 in there, let it live. $10 in there, let it live. If it starts performing well, put 10 more bucks, and you can dollar cost average. But yeah, Bitcoin is currently down right now. We'll just continue to keep an eye on that. It's the beginning of the week, so no hard feelings on today. Cut losses quickly and kept things very manageable. So I'm not mad about any of that. And let me see. Overall, I'm down $18 on the day. $18 between PPCB and SNGX. So $8 on PPCB and $9 on SNGX. But that's cool. Keeping our eyes open, looking for other things to start to get some heat out here. Anyway, I gotta break it down. I'm about to get ready for this morning meeting. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow pre-market. If I find something to trade, cool. I will be looking out for it. But you know, taking the time, entering slow, especially because it's the beginning of the day, beginning of the week. Just no point of oversizing. I mean, yeah, there was some profit, but we've seen what real moves look like. Some of them they get going and they go. You know, so I'm like, if I'm entering small and it takes off, I'm still going to be, you know, in a pretty good position. 50 shares, 100 shares, especially during pre-market, because without any stop placement or anything like that, you just got to be careful. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me today. And appreciate you guys for tuning in again. And I will be back streaming tomorrow, but I'll be into Discord today. Discord is free. The link should have been dropped in. Was it dropped? Maybe it wasn't dropped. Ooh. Let me go check on that. It was not dropped. Looks like. Discord. Where's that link? Time Discord. Okay, this one right here. Okay, so there's the Discord link. Anyway, I'm about to jump out of here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in once again. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.